Okay, I'm going to go over a mentor sentence and how we go through it in class. So the first thing that I do is I ask everybody what they notice about the sentence, and they come up with different parts of speech and how to break the sentence and just anything that they notice, because these sentences are written correctly. Anything that they say is going to be correct. So usually the first thing that students notice is what we're going over that week. So compound sentences is what we're kind of focusing on this week. So they see the comma conjunction, comma but. So then we talk about checking both sides, complete on the left, complete on the right, comma conjunction, they never have to fight. So I know that, I'm glad you're so compassionate is complete. I know that, I doubt that Stinky's mother will let Lurch get into the iguana's cage is complete. So this is a compound sentence. Okay. The next thing that they kind of tended to notice this week was apostrophe S on the end of Stinky's and iguanas, and that shows possession or ownership. Okay. That doesn't need to be in there. All right. Then we talk about like different parts of speech. So we would talk about glad being a verb. Let's see. Doubt is a verb. Will, let. Let is the verb, and we talked about last week how will makes let future tense. And we talked about how verbs are the only words in the sentence that can change the tense of a sentence. So will let tells us that this sentence is written in future tense. Get is a verb. Okay, we talk about how Stinkies and Lurch are both proper nouns because they're people's names. And so they get capital letters at the beginning. And iguanas is a noun. Okay, cage is a noun. And we talk about how cage is a common noun, but it's also a concrete noun because you can see it, smell it, taste it, touch it, feel it. So concrete. Noun. Okay. We also talked about these two being contractions. So your is a contraction that stands for you are. Whenever you see this word, you should be reading it you are in your head so you don't get it mixed up with Y-O-U-R, which is possessive. This is a contraction that means you are. This one is a contraction that means I am. And this is actually where we would break our sentence. It was a little tricky. We would break our sentence between I and am, which is right in the middle of that contraction. Am is my main verb here. I is the subject of the sentence. On this side, I would break this sentence because remember, this is two complete sentences joined together with a comma conjunction. I would break my sentence right here before doubt. I is the subject of the sentence. Doubt is my main verb. We talked about the title and how each word in the title has a capital letter at the beginning in this title. We talked about how when I is a word and I stands alone, it stands tall. So every time I is a word, it's a capital. And I believe that was what we got to this week. So I hope that this is helpful for you guys on breaking these sentences down on your mentor sentences and looking at the different parts of the sentence. If you need any help, email me, please.